What's up, guys? It's been a few weeks. Haven't really got much requests for any help, so been off the videos for a while, but I'm back now. Today we're going to be discussing a new feature added to Puzzles and Survivals on the Bioenhancers. Enhancement has been out for uh, almost a month now, I believe. You can find it here in the research lab. You see, you have your Upgrade Nova, Bioenhancer, and Research. The Bioenhancer and Research, they're both tied together. I will actually link a website, the Puzzle Survival Wiki, in the description in this video for you to read more information about it. But for the purpose of time, we're just keeping this simple today. So I believe it's every Friday at Reset or every other Friday at Reset, there is an event for the Bioenhancer. Um, And for this, how you earn points, you just get bioenhancer shards or full bioenhancers, which can be gained through doing the research in the Nova Research Lab. But you do need uh, the bioenhanced schemes, which you can buy. Um, every day they're actually available on the rare items. The markup is just slightly more than what you get for the discounted one that comes around Friday after reset. Which is in the daily sale. Uh, so right now I actually have 59 of those, so I can do a few research. Currently I have so much because there was an event, the Treasury Ruins, that just ended a couple days ago, where there were some of the prizes given for that. So what you can do is, I personally, I try to, even though I do spend, I try to make the game work for me as often as I can, because as you know by now, it seems that, or not seems, Puzzles and Survival is very stingy with what they give us, little tidbits to keep us occupied. So I try to make everything work for me, and that, what I mean by that is either stacking stuff or wait until events coincide with each other. So as we know, Break Loose starts every Wednesday at Reset. So what I will do is I will try to wait and see if a break loose comes through for Bioenhancer, because there is one now. So I will wait. If there's not one right at reset on Friday, I will wait till the second one comes around. If nothing there, then I'll wait till the final one comes around in the morning, because they last run for 8 hours. So if there's not a Bioenhance scheme like this week, there was not one that launched to coincide with the actual event. So now I'm actually going to go in and go into campaign to do the prison trial, because I also try to save this for to match up with a bioenhancer on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then it actually just reset on Friday yesterday. So there was nothing that coincided for me, so I waited. And again, we're here this morning, Saturday morning, and still nothing coincides. So I will just do it solo by itself to get whatever I can to build points. So I'm ready to reach the max level, level 10, so I can pretty much blitz most of these, as I've shown you in the previous video. Actually, let me see what's over here. Oop. I'll go with the critical rate. As I said in that video, the blue ones, it gives you more points, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult than running through your yellow, bronze, gold, whatever color you want to call this over here. So I will just go through and blitz. I don't really need to call in anybody. And if you haven't noticed, they kind of go by the size that you pick, because you only can pick 2 or 1 depending on where you land up, or pick from 2 or 1 depending on which side. So because I want to make sure I get to Bart's shop over here, I'm staying with everything to the left side. Get my rage. So pretty much all I'm doing is collecting these. So once I get to the top level, those are the ones that you can't blitz. You must complete those. So I'm just building stuff up for that to help me get through those easier. So as you've seen, every time I blitz or won a battle, I got shards and stuff. So now you can go into Bard Shop if this is new for you. It shows you the items that you can purchase with diamonds. Unfortunately, I blew a lot of my diamonds in that ruins event, so I don't have much to purchase today. So I would love to get this right here. That's 100 of those will fuse to make one. I mean, I don't need that, but I can enhance my gold and apex, my epics and apex that I have set. So you just hit go. I want to buy that, and I think this might be all I can purchase. Oh, I actually had, okay, yeah, there, I'm out of diamonds. So now I just finished through that. And I'm still sticking with my favorite lineup. There's a couple more that my alliance leader actually just showed me for, what's that, Alliance Conquest event that they added. But I'm kind of stuck on using what I'm been using for a while. So I'll just knock this out. And I'll probably make a video with those two and credit him in that. I feel like every time I do a video, I get lucky with the way these tiles line up. Maybe I should do more of these. Actually, I should have saved that. But because McCarthy is here, your normal inclination will go to freeze him and stop him first. But I don't like Mantis removing my buffs. I want those to do as much damage as they can. So I'm going to actually freeze them. And what I'll do is actually just train McCarthy here. And continue about my way. All right, now that he's gone. Ooh, I knew she was going to go after that. Freeze Mantis again. Get Mantis out of here. Might respawn, yep. That's okay, got something for that. Ooh, maybe not. Let's do it this way. And I'll freeze Lee. Oh, Mantis is so stubborn. All right, now. All right, now I'm actually just gonna back out of this so you can see. So I got through oh, 5 phases of rewards just from doing that first level in prison trials. But we will stop the video. I don't like having very lengthy videos on here. Back again, I ended that video prematurely. Forgot to show you all that's still new to the Bioenhancer scheme. So in prison trials, as you beat each level, you also accumulate these little tokens here. That's up here. You use those in the exchange shop. You can purchase different items. I personally, because I can get all of these different shards and stuff through just the battles, I save them to actually purchase a bioenhance scheme. So if you don't want to use them all and spend your cash for that, you just keep winning battles and save them and purchase them here for free. Now back out of here, close this, and so we're in research. So now, like I said, these two items, the bioenhancer and research, they work together. So we have the scheme. So now we can go into research. Actually, before I do that, let me see where I'm at. So finishing the second level of prison trial only gave me one more phase, but I got 6 phases out of 10 by just doing prison trial. So now let's see if I may get lucky. And so I got a few shards, one full enhancer. So, and I'll show you what I do with those if I haven't already. I'm not getting my epics in Apex, but definitely lucky in the way of I'm actually getting a lot more full enhancers than I normally do when I do research. Okay, so I'm still not done here, so I might have to use all of my enhancers today, my schemes. But as you can tell, there's the little progress bar up top where you also get additional rewards. So the first one, this is what I can get. Second level, we go from, what was that? Blue, so uncommon to rare. The third prize being epic. Fourth one will be more epics. Fifth one also be more epics. And then the final one, if you cleared, which I've done that before, gives you the apex choice. I'm just worried about closing out my research today. Oh, not my research, the phases. So, yep, got all my rewards. Not worried about placing high in this. So I like to save my schemes for another day. But now that we're in here, might as well give you this. So this is what my enhancer looks like. So just kind of like your regular gear mods chips, nano weapons, red dots mean you have enough items that you can actually enhance them up a level. If you have a higher bioenhancer that's just sitting in your warehouse, tells you everything that you have in your bag for that's related to bioenhancers. You will actually have a up and down green arrow, which I believe I mentioned in a previous video discussing prison trials. What I tend to do is I do not upgrade. So when I had green and blue, I did not enhance any of those because I wanted to save those shards for better color enhancers. So now I'm at rares is my lowest. I have epics and one apex, which doesn't do me much good because it pertains to riders, and I'm fighter base. But let's see. So this one is a fighter attack. So you go into upgrade, and you can select all these. So if I do auto select, pre-select these. I tend not to go that route, and I kind of just use like for like items. So being that it's the brain, I would come here and use all 100 of these. And I'll go down and look for my blues and do the same thing. So doing it this way takes you a little longer to enhance your bioenhancers, but that's just the way I like to do. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. It's just what I personally prefer to do it. And now once I get to epics, I won't use any of my apex shards for this because epics lower than apex. I'll save that for when I can actually turn this into apex by collecting 100 of these apex brain fragments. I'm a long way away, as you can tell, in 9. Now what I do is go below the apex shards, and the next row that has the red stars of them are the actually full completed Bioenhancer. So as you can tell, all these, they're green and blue, they're lower than what I already have. So I will use these also to help enhance. Now, these are probably the ones when I won't use like for like. I will actually go through and select all these if there's something that's close to being enhanced after I selected the like for like up top. But I'm not actually going to do any enhancements on this today. This was just for purposes of the video, so I will just back out of here. Again, any questions, feel free to leave them in the videos, and thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe.